Hello, my wonderful friends. I welcome you once again to my mathematics class. To solve this question, what we need to consider is the term we have inside the bracket. We have 5 raised to the power x inside the bracket. So let us go to this term that contains x. This is 5 raised to the power 2x. Let's try to rearrange this 5 raised to the power 2x so that we can get 5 raised to the power x. Okay, because this is the major term we have to get from here. So our target is to get 5 raised to the power x from here. So let us remove these 2 from here and write 5 raised to the power x, okay, and raise it to power 2. All right, because by the time you open this parenthesis, you use x to multiply 2, you still have 2x. Okay, minus 26 into 5 raised to the power x plus 25 equals 0. Now you can see we have the same thing inside the brackets. Now you can see we have the same thing inside the parentheses. Therefore, let us call the term inside the parentheses, let us call it P, okay? So that anywhere we see 5 raised to the power x, we replace it with P so that we can form a quadratic equation that will enable us to solve this question. So here we will have P raised to the power 2 minus 26P then plus 25 equals 0. Okay, now this is becoming interesting. This is now a complete quadratic equation. So we can use any of the methods of solving quadratic equation to find the value of P. But let us try and use factorization method. Using factorization method, we look for 2 factors of plus 25 such that when we multiply the 2 factors, the product will give us plus 25. And when we add the 2 factors, the product will give us minus 26. The 2 factors should be 25 and 1. Now, when we multiply 25 by 1, we will get 25. But when we add 25 to 1, we will get plus 26. Now, what we are looking for is minus 26. So what are we going to do to 25 and 1 so that when we add them together, we get minus 26. So if we add negative here and negative here, this becomes minus 25 multiplied by minus 1, which will still give us plus 25, because you know that minus multiply minus will give us plus, okay? At the same time, minus 25 plus minus 1. You know that plus minus is minus, so this is the same thing as minus 25 minus 1, which is minus 26. So the 2 factors now are minus 25 and minus 1. So we come to this place and open 2 brackets. This is how to factorize quadratic equation. We open 2 brackets. Inside the first bracket, because P is squared, okay, that means P will appear here and P will also appear here. The first factor is minus 25, okay, and second factor is minus 1. So this is how we can factorize this. That means each of these brackets is equal to 0. So let's start from the first bracket. When P minus 25 equals 0, therefore P will be what? Moving minus 25 across to this side, we change it to plus 25. That's the first value of P. Now, considering the next bracket, we have P minus 1 equals 0. Therefore, P will be what? Moving minus 1 to this side, we change it to plus 1. But we are not asked to find the value of P. Rather, we are asked to find the value of x. So we will go to this equation where we said let 5 raised to the power x equals P. We can call this equation 1, okay? So that anywhere we see P, we replace it with 25 and find the value of x. Then we go again, anywhere we see P, we replace it with 1 and also find the value of x. So from this equation 1, we have 5 raised to power x equals p. Okay, so this now will be 5 raised to power x. That's when p is 25. This will be equal to 25. So to find the value of s, we have to express 25 as a number in base 5 because this is already in base 5. So this will be 5 raised to power x equals 25 is the same thing as 5 raised to power 2. Now in exponential equation, since we have the same base, what we do is just to remove the base and equate the powers. Therefore x equals 2. So this is the first value of x. Now let's go again when the value of p is 1. From this equation, we have 5 raised to power x equals p. Okay, so this applies that this implies that 5 raised to power x equals 1. Now, how can we raise or change 1 to a number in base 5? We know that from the laws of indices, any number that is raised to power 0 is 1, okay? And since we are dealing in base 5, so this can be written as 5 raised to power x equals 5 raised to power 0, because any number raised to power 0 will give us 1. Okay, now that we have the same base, what we do now is just to remove the base and equate the powers. Therefore, x equals 0. So the first value of x is 2, while the second value of x is 0. Thank you for watching this video. Do not forget, this is where we learn mathematics. Please always ask your questions and do not forget to watch my videos. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.